4, the 4G car, piloted by Gary Clark out of Walker, Missouri. Inside to row number 5, the car number 87. The 87 car driven by on the outside is the car number B4, the B4 car, piloted by Bill Hocknagel, and here they come, the Modifieds. 16 car involved in an accident earlier back in the pit area. The 23 is Dan Hamstra out of Fair Oaks, Indiana, and the car number 88D out of Johnson City, Tennessee is driven by Carl Dickinson. Off to the inside, row number 2, Eisenberg leads them down the back chute. Mitchell in pursuit in that second spot. Up in the third spot out of Rochester, Minnesota, the 2 car. Car number 26, Shaw, running fourth, off of 4 to the inside. Down the front chute now, Eisenberg, Mitchell, and Dewey. 1, 2, and 3. Remember, only top 4 transfer. A battle now with the 1 car. Taking the bubble spot, that's Eschman out of Cincinnati, up in 4th. Shaw drops back to the 5th spot now. On the move to the inside. The car number 23, Hamstra. 3 wide up to the inside of 3. Off of 4, they come 3 wide. Look out, the Modified. Steve Eisenberg trying to hold off the 1 car. Eschman dropped to the inside. Eisenberg to the outside. Eschman to the inside. Mitchell run on the high side in that 3rd spot. A battle once again for the bubble spot. They bunch it up now to the inside of 3, racing off of 4, and it's Eisenberg down the front chute. 5 laps down, 5 laps to go. Eisenberg, Mitchell now, drop to the outside, new leader off of 2, the backside. Mitchell, fault the backside now, Eisenberg back in front, Eschman up in that 2nd spot on the bubble. The 23 of Dan Hamstra. Here they come. Eisenberg off the pace, down the front chute. New leader, Ed Eschman out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Hamstra now. They move to the inside of Mitchell as they race off to the inside of 2. Ed Eschman. Dan Hamstra, the 54 Mitchell running 3rd. Tui hanging on to the bubble spot. Off of 3 into 4 they come now. Here comes Hamstra, set to the inside. Action. And here they come off of 4. Ed Eschman, Hamstra, Mitchell, Tui, and quite a battle back there in the middle of the pack. The 4 car now up in that 5th spot. That is Gary Clark out of Walker, Missouri. And they drop off to the inside of 3 now. Eschman leads Hamstra off of 4. White flag lap is time by. White flag lap. Mitchell in the 54 car, hanging on to the 3rd spot on the bubble is Tui out of Rochester. Off of 3 into 4, checkered flag. It's time by the Modified. Heat number 1, here they come. Ed Eschman out of Cincinnati. And Hamstra, Mitchell, and Tui, top 4. Row out of Stanton, Michigan. That's Rick Stout in the 410 car to the outside. It's the car number 11G car to the outside of the 4th row. That is Tracy Groves out of Daytona. Inside row number 5, the car number 77S. That is Brian Settles out of Richmond, Kentucky. The 88H car, that is Jack Hewitt behind the wheel of the Modified out of Troy, Ohio. The 61A car, that is piloted by Toby Brown out of Carthage, Missouri. The car number 8, Leo Burkhartsmeyer, last night's feature winner out of Bismarck, North Dakota, and the 71Y out of Paris, Illinois, is Ryan Young, the Modified, heat number 2. Look at them, dice off of 3 into 4 they come. They pick it up off to the inside of 4, down the front chute. The leader, lap number 1, the 17D car, Roy Crothers. Crothers out of Indianapolis, trying to hold off the 69 of Olson. Now Rick Stout up there in the 410 car. Root shoots to the inside. He's on the bubble right now as the 17 car. Off the pace into 3, shoots to the inside. Olson, your new leader, off to the inside of 3. They come off of 4. It's John Olson. Crothers trying to get the field to the racetrack. Rick Stout to the outside of 410 car. Now on the bubble again, Root. Right on his back bumper, the 77 settles now. They dive down the back chute, off of 2. Stout takes a high side, going for the lead off the outside of 3. Stout works the outside, takes the lead off of 3 into 4. They come your new leader, Rick Stout. Stout, John Olson, Roy Brothers, and Robert Bruce out of Wisconsin. Top 4. The 40 car of Tom Custer. Trying to pick up a bubble spot. Leo Burkhartsmeyer tries to go to the outside. They really mix it up back there, fighting for that 4th place. Here they come. 5 laps down, 5 laps to go. Rick Stout has it in hand. It looks like he drops off of 2 by about a half a straightaway. Olson a strong second. Crothers running 3rd now, yellow flag this time. Yellow flag for the 61, I believe, up in turn 1. Out of Richmond, Kentucky. Burkhartsmeyer, last night's feature winner, back in the 5th spot. Hewitt's running 6th. Billy Kid Tuckwell in the 7th spot. We have 4 laps remaining. They pick it up now on the backstretch at the cone. Here they come. 4 laps to go. The modifieds. Rick Stout off of 4. Down to Frenchie. Olson. Settles. Robert Root. And Jack Hewitt. They tighten up back here. 3rd through 7th, 8th off of 2. Rick Stout motors back out to about a 10-car length lead. Into 3, it's Stout. Olson 2nd. The 3rd spot Settles. A battle right now. Burkhartsmeyer trying a high groove, taking that bubble spot, and here they come. Off of 4, side by side for the transfer position. Rick Stout, John Olson, Settles, Burkhartsmeyer, Robert Root. They're still real tight. Back there in the middle, 2nd through 5th. Rick Stout out of Michigan leads them off to the inside of 3 now. Still real tight. Back in the middle, and here they come. Stout, Olson, Settles, Burkhartsmeyer now top 4. Settled in now with about 2 laps to go. Rick Stout down the back chute. He'd be looking for the white flag. His time back. Stop in the 410 car. Settles running 3rd. Burkhartsmeyer up in the 3rd spot. Here they come. White flag left for Rick Stout. Ryan Settles, Leo Burkhartsmeyer in the car number 69 of Olson. Jack Hewitt trying to do the giddy up, trying to make that final transfer spot. We got a half a speedway to go. Rick Stout leads them off of 3. Into 4 they come, and a yellow flag. We have a car up on the back straightaway. It looks like a car on the back straightaway on the high side, bringing out the yellow flag. Rick Stout out of Stanton, Missouri, Michigan. Jack. About 1 lap to go. Officially, we'll take the white and then the green. Next time there'll be a green-white throne, then a checkered flag. 1 lap to go. And they come off of 3 as the green flag drops. Rick Stout out of Stanton, Michigan, leads them down the French chute. Ryan Settles in that 77 car. Leo Burkhartsmeyer, John Olson trying to hold off the charge of Jack Hewitt. Hewitt dropped to the inside. Olson fights back, a little battle back there for the 2nd and the 3rd spot between Settles and Burkhartsmeyer. Into 3. 2 turns to go. First, Rick Stout out of Michigan off of 3. Into 4 he comes. Your winner, modified E2, Rick Stout, Ryan Settles, Leo Burkhartsmeyer, and John Olson will make the transfer. Oh, my goodness. A couple guys get together there after the green flag. So that's your top 4 out of the 2nd modified heat. Olson, Burkhartsmeyer, Ryan Settles the 77 and picking up the win, driving that car number 410. Racing with us out of Stanton, Michigan. Let's give him a hand. That's Rick Stout, race van. Take 4 out of each one of those. Rounding out a 24-car field. 5 extra race cars in this evening. Led 5 more guys joining us that we talked about last night. We assume that the car count will increase as the weekend comes along. Oh, look out over in turn number, oh my goodness. Well, we got some pileups down there on the inside of turn number 1.
on there if I can help it until summertime comes.
Probably why you made the migration down here. Right, here we go, back to green. Well, and here they come, the modified. Mike Waldenstadt out of Wisconsin trying to hold off the Florida 21 car Maffin. Scott Drake works to the inside. We got the 3 car of Burnside rockets up to the inside. Tommy Burnside racing out of Ashmore, Illinois, and here they come. Wendell Burnside, Nathan, a fine job in that 3rd spot on the bubble. Scott Drake out of Webb City, Missouri, and there he is, the wheel man, on the move again, Lynn. He come from the back more times last night than anyone I've seen for a while. Ended up driving that 2 car. He's out of Campbellsville, Kentucky. John Wheeler, here they come. Well, they're still moving. We got a battle over on the back chute right now, Lynn. The 1st and 2nd place car between Wendell Statt and Tommy Burnside. Wendell Statt, Burnside, they battle it out off to the inside of 4, racing down the front chute. Tracy Mathan trying to hold off Scott Drake out of Missouri. Top 4 cars dice it out off the back chute now. Burnside goes to the high side, takes the lead, racing into 3, Tommy Burnside. Off of 3 into 4, the leader now. Wendell Statt falls to 2nd, Drake. Sees that, he tries a high groove on Nathan. They race door handle for 3rd and 4th. Scott Drake now picks up that 3rd spot. Nathan goes back to the inside, takes 3rd back. That's race for 2nd and 3rd side by side off of 2. Burnside, in the meantime, back in his mirror, he sees the Wendell Statt 77 car, and look out again. Here they come for that bubble spot. Scott Drake and Nathan. John Wheeler and the 1 car up in a hunt now. Henkenmeyer, here they come. Down the back chute, Burnside stretches out the lead into 3. Wendell Statt running at 2nd spot. John Wheeler up on the high groove trying to bring the 2 car into 3rd. Drake falls to the 4th spot now. A lot of passing up there in the middle of the pack. The 1 car now, he takes a run. He's up in 5th by Nathan. Tommy Burnside, Wendell Statt, and a 2 car Wheeler now stretch it out. Scott Drake in that 4th spot, white flag lap, white flag lap. The race right now appears to be for 4th as the 1 car of John Henkenmeyer out of Sauk Rapids leans on the 2 car Drake. They race down the back chute. And the wheelman making a run for 2nd lane on the back chute. Checkered flag is time by Tommy Burnside. Here comes the wheelman and Wendell Statt by about a car length. John Wheeler, 2nd to 4th spot, goes to Scott Drake out of Webb City, Missouri. And boy, I'm out of breath, Lynn. I tell you, them guys are putting on some exciting racing action here this evening.
Well, the wheelman did a pretty good job right there, and
row number 4, the car number 17G. That car is driven by the gentleman racing with us out of Chicago, Weston Griffith Jr. On the outside, the car number 29D here for the first time this evening out of Indianapolis is Roy. There's Dennis Mann. Inside row number 5, the car number 71D. That's Bill Davis out of Chesterton, Indiana. The 17T car is Bill Thomas out of Charleston, Illinois. The 3L, that's Jeff Link out of Buffalo, Illinois. And the car number 42 is Don Shaw out of Ham Lake, Minnesota. Into 3 now, it's Brain leading a 21 car. Off of 4 they got Ronnie Joe Brain out of Lima, Ohio. M21 car holding on to 2nd right now. That is Todd Murphy out of Paris, Illinois. Jordan Boyce running 3rd to 4th spot. Belongs to the all-yellow 7. I believe that's Joe Minzer in the all-yellow 7. Jeff Lingham marches through the field in a 3L car. Jordan Boyce tries tries to go to the inside of the 21 car. They're off of 2 now as Perrine stretches the lead to about 10 car laps into 3. Ronnie Joe Perrine out of Lima, Ohio leads them off of 4. Here they come now, a battle for that second spot. Joran Boyce goes to the inside. Joran Boyce, the second spot now. Number 21 drifts back to the 3rd position. That's Todd Murphy out of Paris, Illinois. Jeff Linka on the move to the inside. He's up in 3rd. Battle now for the 3rd spot and the 4th spot between Jeff Linka, the 21, and Murphy. Murphy way up against the rail. Look out off of 2. Ronnie Joe Perrine. Joran Boyce trying to hold off the charges of Jeff Linka. Linka works to the inside. It's Minzer in that yellow 7 car. And here comes the 71 of Bill Davis. Ronnie Joe Perrine, about 10 car lengths, drops off to the inside of 4. And here they come. Joran Boyce, Jeff Linka, Minzer in that 7 car, and Bill Davis trying to take the bubble spot. They race down the back chute as Perrine really stretching out, doing a giddy up right now on the field. He's racing out of Lima, Ohio. Boyce tries to hold off Linka. Look out, here comes Bill Davis. Works to the inside of Minzer. Bill Davis takes the bubble spot. Minzer drifts to the 5th spot. A battle now for 2nd and 3rd. Joran Boyce, Jeff Linka running 3rd, and Bill Davis out of Chesterton, Indiana. Here they come. Quite a battle. Back fence 2nd. White flag lap. It's time by. White flag for Perrine. Joran Boyce trying to hold off Linka. Davis now, we got a 3-car freight train off of 2 for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Checkered flag is time by. Ronnie Joe Perrine out of Lima, Ohio will take heat number 4. Here he comes. The battle for 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Here they come. Look out. My, oh my. Joran Boyce, 2nd. The 3rd spot will go to Linka and Bill Davis. My, oh my. What a finish for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Well, race fans, that concludes our 4 heat races on our modifieds. Exciting racing action here in this division. They'll be with us throughout the extent of Speedweek 98.
Here they come, Steve.
25 laps. We'll call it off of 4. Ishman sets the pace. Here they come, the modified. Side by side, off of 4. Ishman to the inside. Rick Stout on the high side, down the back chute. Ishman, Rick Stout, and Tommy Burnside. Joran Boyce, and look out, here comes Leo Burkhartsmeyer, Ronnie Joe Perrine, here they come, Ed Ishman. Ishman, Stout, Burnside, Joran Boyce, and Burkhartsmeyer, top 5. Perrine goes to the inside, takes the 5th spot from Burkhartsmeyer, and he is on a move to the inside. Ishman sets it off the 3, into 4, here comes Ed Ishman. Rick Stout, Tommy Burnside out of Ashmore, Illinois. Joran Boyce in a solid 4th spot. Burkhartsmeyer and Perrine. Burkhartsmeyer pushes out, loses a couple spots. Ronnie Joe Perrine works to the inside. He's up alongside of Joran Boyce. They drop off to the inside of 3, racing off of 4, Ed Ishman. Ishman, Stout. Oh my goodness gracious, look out. Hang on. Lord have mercy. Well, then it looks like the drivers are okay. Boy, oh boy, Jack Hewitt sitting on the hood of the Mitchell 54 car. They appear to be okay. Looks like they're moving around in there, and here comes Mitchell out there. Good news for the 54. He's crawling out, race fans. He's okay. Boy, what a ride, Lynn.
Looked like that developed maybe when the 77 got a little crossed up here on the front straightaway and it left no room for anybody else here. Jack Hewitt involved there in the 88, and his car has landed on top of the 54 car. Kind of a strange position, and everybody getting on Hewitt so far.
Very impressed. The emergency crew out there already with the fire extinguishers and what have you. Johnny on the spot.
You bet. They're all right there to help out these drivers, and that's the first thing we worry about. And then the race car second. Hewitt coming out of the car. I guess maybe that's one of my favorites. I really enjoy watching them race, and it's going to be a pleasure having them here. They get started full throttle on Tuesday.
Well, we got some exciting racing action left in this one right here. 23 laps to go. Eschman sets up a Rick Stout, a little out of shape. Look out. Green flag racing the modified. Tommy Burnside up in front as Eschman and Stout race side by side. Stout pulls him off the high side of two. Racing into three, your new leader, Rick Stout out of Stanton, Michigan. Here they come. Eschman fights back to the inside. Tommy Burnside out of Illinois, running a strong third right now. Dan Hamstra out of Fair Oaks, Indiana, has taken a fourth spot for Jordan Boyce. And look out, here comes the Wheelman. Boy, they're really racing back here in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th spot. Look at them. Packed in like sardines. Off before they come. The modified. Rick Stout, Ed Eschman, Burnside looking for a way to go. Dan Hamstra. He's up there to join the top four. And look at those cars back there, 5th through 7th. Ronnie Joe Perrine now shoots up in the 5th spot. Uh-oh, Burke Harshmeyer up into the fence. Looked like that car or something must have broke on that. He kind of rolled that up into the fence. It looked like maybe something broke or a tire went down. It didn't look like he actually slid it.
That was pretty strange because he was going pretty slow when he ran into the outer guardrail there between turns 3 and 4. And
he's out of Stanton, Michigan, and he's out in front right now over at Tough Field of Modifieds. Eschman, consistent anyway. He's back up towards the front again. Tommy Burnside out of Ashmore, Illinois, and Dan Hamstra. Joran Boyce, and here they come. Lit off of 4, the Modifieds. Green flag racing. They drop off to the inside of 1, Stout by about a car. Eschman tries to make the inside work. Burnside trying to hold off Hamstra. Hamstra jumps up on the high groove now. They race off to the inside of 3. Freight train, top 3, 4, here they come. And Campbell, Bill Kentucky, John Wheeler up in that 5th spot. Jordan Boyce just the 6th spot. Ronnie Joe Perrine, we got a whole... We got a little action down here in the bottom side of the 4th turn. It looks like the 14-1 car kind of blocked up there.
Yeah, they're sitting nose to nose down here with the 14 car backed into the guardrail at or the concrete rail. Apparently there's enough
Scott
damage
Martin
there.
Out of Valparaiso.
They're not apparently enough damage there, Steve. They're not going to be able to continue. Henderson, South Carolina. Barry Wright Race Cars, also a sponsor. They're in Calvin, South Carolina. Obie's Restaurant and Lounge, located on North Woodland Boulevard in DeLand, Florida, and Corbin Auto Sales, located on US 1 South in Bedell. We're just about ready to go back to racing, Steve.
Yeah, they got the pieces picked up. We're back to green. Rick Stout out of Stanton, Michigan, leads them down the cone into 3. Rick Stout, Stout out of shape over in 3. My, oh my. Boy, oh boy, that's night about what a popular division that's becoming on a lot of dirt tracks, even up in the Midwest now. Takes a little, I think a lot of the folks that broke their, or cut their teeth on modifieds, late models, hard to get used to them, but they're put on quite a show. Back to racing green off of 4. And Eschman off to the inside of 1. Tommy Burnside down at 2nd spot. Dan Hamstra running 3rd. Jordan Boyce back up in the 4th spot. John Wheeler in the 5th spot. Ronnie Joe Perrine in that 0J car. And Jeff Linka on the move up in 6th. And Eschman stretches it out a little now. Tommy Burnside with his hands full of the Hamstra 23 car. Jordan Boyce trying to hold off the Wheeler 0-2 and Perrine, and here they come off to the inside of 4. It's Ed Eschman. Burnside, Hamstra. And it gets a little tight again up there back in the 4th, 5th, and 6th spot. Ed Eschman continues to stretch out his lead here. the modified feature event coming off of 4. Ishman, look out. Hamstra a little loose. And Ishman running a steady, smooth groove down a back chute as he does the giddy up. Right now on the field, he appears to have him covered. Ishman, Tommy Burnside and Don Hamstra, Joran Boysen off of 4. Scott Drake having some fun with Jeff Lingo. Got a car up against the wall. I'm assuming that'll bring out a yellow flag as Ronnie Joe Perrine, one of the hard chargers, running up towards the front, bringing out the yellow flag here.
Some great side-by-side racing coming through the turns, and these guys really putting on a show.
Joplin 66 Speedway,
yeah,
over at Missouri and North Fork, and I've not been to any one of them, but I read a lot in the magazines. They got some tough competitors down that part of the country.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, looks like the racetrack is now clear, and Rick Bristol set to give them the green when they come back around.
Well, it looks like we've got 9 laps in the books. We've got, looks like 16 remaining. Ed Ishman, Tommy Burnside, Dan Hamstra, and Joran Boyce. A drop off to the inside of 3, racing off of 4. The green flag drops. Race time. The modified. Ishman, Burnside, and Hamstra break out from the pack. They coming off of 2 down the back chute. In through Ishman. Gets about a 3-car length lead. Ishman, Burnside, and Hamstra off of 4. Joran Boyce. And some hot and heavy competition back there in the middle of the pack between Wheeler. Lincoln seemed to have any problem whatsoever running high or low or whatever. I mean to tell you, these guys, and all of them veterans. Speaking of racing weekly, Joran Boyce, I was talking to him. He raced 4 racetracks all summer long. Going to race at 5 this summer.
I don't know how they do it. I honestly don't know how they can ever do it.
Got a lot of stamina, I guess.
Oh yeah, a lot of help too.
Here they come, Lynn. The modifies. Green flag drops. Race time. Well, we got one on the inside of 3 now. Robert Root. Off the pace here, Wisconsin, and over in Missouri, and up in Minnesota. We'll talk more about a lot of them later on. Ed Ishman right now probably wish there's 1 lap to go instead of 15 after last night. Here they come. Linton modifies. Ed Ishman, Burnside, and Hamstra. Burnside tries to sneak to the inside. Hamstra stays with him now. The wheelman alongside of Joran Boyce in a battle for that 4th spot. Scott Drake is up there. Here comes Jeff Linka in the white 3L car. Off of 4 they come. Burnside once again leading to the inside of Ishman. They race off of 2. Hamstra, Burnside, and Ishman break away from the pack now. The wheelman takes 4th spot, Lynn. Here they come, off of 4. Would you look how tight they are, Lynn, down the back chute. My, oh my.
You can throw a blanket over them right there, the top 4 cars, and the wheelman Wheeler right there behind him, thinking something might happen he can take advantage of. Speaking of throwing a blanket over them, a small tarpaulin would cover about 4 cars in a hurry over between turns 1 and 2.
If we tried to get them to park in there like that, they'd probably take 10 minutes.
Yeah, couldn't do it. But they're right in there side by side.
Promote one of the special programs. He's also involved, as you know, down at the Peevely Speedway. Here we go, back to green, the modified. Well, they're still real tight up in front, Burnside, Ishman. Look at Hamstra. Hamstra takes a run on the high side. Hamstra rockets out in front. Hamstra in that 23 car, your new leader here in the Modifieds. Off of 4 he comes. Hamstra down the front chute. Eschman desperately tries to go back to the inside of him. Burnside still hanging on to a solid third. John Wheeler, here comes a wheelman trying to go to the inside. Drake up there in fifth. Boyce running in the sixth spot, and Bill Davis. Hamstra rockets off to the inside of 2. Down the back chute, he pulls him by 3 car lengths. Coming off of 2, down the back chute, into 3. Fair Oaks, Indiana's Dan Hamstra. Boy, Aikman is really driving a smooth race. He throws that car in there, glides through the corners. Just doesn't seem to have quite enough to right now to keep up the 23. Uh-oh, look who's up in third, Lynn.
Yeah, man, Mr. Wheeler. Wheelman.
Hamstra, Eschman, and John Wheeler are 1, 2, and 3. Tommy Burnside hangs on to the 4th spot. Now Scott Drake. In that 12 car, up in 5th, Jordan Boyce in 6th, and Will Davis. Here they come. Hamstra runs a steady groove off of 2. Looks like Eschman might be reeling back in a little. Eschman reached down and grabbed something. And here comes the wheelman, John Wheeler. Burnside sets in a solid 4th right now. Scott Drake, Joran Boyce, and Will Davis, the 71 car. Melbinger running a 94 car. And they rocket off a 2 with Dan Hamstra. Oh, look out over in green. My, oh my, Lord have mercy.
They finally got it under control.
Yes. Out of Minot, North Dakota, boy, he's running a pretty consistent pace here. Both nights he stayed up towards the front hole last night, tried to stay out. That's a job in itself to stay out of trouble.
They put Wheeler at the back of the pack, and Ishman is not on the racetrack, I don't believe.
Well, we continue to click him off. It's Hamstra rocketing off of 2. He's got about a 3 or 4 car length lead. Tommy Burnside now with his hands full of Scott Drake. Here they come, off of 4 to the inside. Hamstra, Burnside and Drake, Joran Boyce, and once again Will Davis in the 71 car. Hamstra, Burnside, and Scott Drake are 1, 2, and 3. Joran Boyce, Will Davis now in that 71 car. Off of 4 they come. 5 laps to go, race fans. 5 laps to go. Burnside starts to take a little run on the inside of 2. Scott Drake now trying to reel in the 3 car. It looks like Will Davis reeling in the 671 of Boyce, and they come off the 4. Burnside, Drake, 1, 2, and 3, Boyce, and Davis top 5 as they kind of split away from the other cars back through the field. Here they come. Hamstra sets it off of 4. Burnside once again tries to work the inside off the inside of 1. Can't do it. Scott Drake trying to get something out of the 12D car. They race off of 3 into 4 they come. 2 laps to go. 2 to go. I'll be looking for the white flag, Lynn, this time by Dan Hamstra out of Fair Oaks, Indiana. Leads him into turn 3. He'll be looking for the waving white, this time by Tommy Burnside and Scott Drake. Last lap. Well, we got a race for fourth and fifth. Look at that between Davis and John Boyce. Boyce lets him have it. They come back to the inside now, down the back chute, top five into three. Off of three and into 40 comes the 23. Winner, night number 2, Dan Hamstra. Tommy Burnside, Scott Drake, Will Davis, and Jordan Boyce. In the fifth spot, Jordan Boyce out of Minot, North Dakota. Will Davis, a 71 out of Chesterton, Indiana. The third spot to Scott Drake in a 12D car. Second spot, Tommy Burnside out of Ashmore, Illinois, and in victory circle. Win out of Fair Oaks, Indiana, Dan Hamstra. Driving an H&H Racing Buzzard Chassis 23.
Last year in the UMP Modified Division. And race number 1 coming at you. Here they come, the Modified. Off the green flag, lap number 1, it's Scooter May and Jeff Linka side by side. Off the back chute, Linka by half a car length. May comes back to the inside. Rory Melbinger running a second spot, the third spot, the 20 car. Racing out of Sistersville, West Virginia, Wilson. The scooter, Scott May, shoots into the turn number 1, working a high group. Linka comes back to the inside. Wilson running third. And on the move, the 3 car, Tommy Burnside running fourth. Burnside in the 4th spot. Melbinger running 5th. And here comes Ed Ashman working the inside, racing off the 4. Scott Scooter May. Jeff Linka. Wilson, a 20 car, hanging on to 3rd. Burnside starting to bear down on Wilson down the back chute, and Ed Ashman on the move. He'd like to make a transfer spot, top 4 only, going into the A main, and here they come. Scooter May shoots the inside, leads him down the front chute, into 1. May, Jeff Linka, Wilson, Burnside now. At the high side of Wilson, they race off the back chute. The race now up towards the front. Wilson and Burnside in the battle for 2nd and 3rd. And a Melbinger back there, bringing a 94 car to the inside of Ashman. Off of 3 and down to front chute into 4. Down to 1 now. Scott May, Jeff Linka, Wilson, Burnside in the 3 car, hanging on to 4. Burnside, shoot to the inside. Yellow flag out, yellow flag. We'll try to give them all credit and recognition as the night goes along. We've got Cobras, we've got Lightnings, we've got Ice cars, Fast Boys Motorsports, the Dirtworks race cars. And here they come. Green flag drop to the high side. Burnside. Burnside throwing sparks off that outside wall. They race to the inside, and once again, we got the yellow flag out here down the front chute. With Jeff Linka chomping on his back bumper. 20 car out of West Virginia is Mike Wilson. And Tommy Burnside out of Ashmore, Illinois in the 3rd, and they go off the back chute. Into 3, May, Linka, Wilson, Burnside, and here they come, the green flag drops. Scott May, sweep to the inside of 1, races around the inside, Linka right after him. The race still up in front between Wilson and Burnside, racing into 3. Scott May dropped to the inside. Burnside now to the inside of Wilson. Burnside takes the 3rd spot, racing off of 4. Scott May, Jeff Linka, Burnside, and Wilson on the bubble, the 20 car. Melbinger on that 5th spot. Wildenstad up in the 6th spot, the 77 now. Melbinger starts to work in, close in on the Wilson 20 car. Off at turn 3, into 4 they come. 2 laps to go. Down to front chute. Scott May works off to the inside of 2, down the back chute now. Jeff Linka hangs on to a solid 2nd. Burnside running a strong 3rd. Wilson settled back in a bubble spot. Melbinger closes in once again on that 4th place car. White flag for Scott May. White flag. White flag lap. Up the back chute now, Scott May stretches it out a half a straightaway on the field. For the Creve Coeur, Illinois 40 car, Scott May drops off the 3 into the 4th turn, looking for the checkered flag. Your winner, heat number 1 out of Creve Coeur, Illinois, Scott Scooter May. Deathling a second, Tommy Burnside third, and Mike Wilson out of West Virginia in the 4th spot. So we've settled our top 4 spots out of heat number 1. Mike Wilson in the 4th spot. 3rd will go to Tommy Burnside to Plane 3 car, the 3L, Jeff Link out of Buffalo finishing 2nd. Your winner in the Fast Boys Motorsports, car number 40. Driving a Pekin Walters, the Auto Magic Coca-Cola Spoonriver Speedway. 40 car, Scott Scooter May. 9th to 99, a new car here this evening. That's Rick Stye out of Cedar Hill, Missouri. The 21, Stacy Maffin out of Brunel, Florida. The 40, Billy the Kid Tuckwell out of Manawara, Illinois. Chuck Waddell out of Portsmouth, Ohio in the 03 car. The 671, Joran Boyce out of Minot, North Dakota. The 46 is Dale DuBois out of Spencer, Indiana. And off of 4, your leader, the 14 car, Scott Martin out of Valparaiso, Indiana. The blue 17, that is Bill Thomas out of Charleston. And there goes Hamster working in. And we got a spin down here coming off of 4. We got a guy in the bog, I called it. Looks like Maffin. Glenn. Heck, they pack the cars every day, so it doesn't beat the spec. Speedway. Well, we're back to green, and here they come 3 wide. Look out. Bert Harshmeyer takes a run to the inside. He challenges a 14-car Martin racing off of 2, and Martin pulls him down the back chute. That's Scott Martin. Driving Luke's 1-stop 14M out of Valparaiso, Indiana. Bert Harshmeyer drifts out, and here comes the Buzzard Hamstra trucking 23 at Dan Hamstra up in that 2nd spot. Look at that 99 scoot to the inside of Bert Harshmeyer. That's Rick Stay out of Cedar Hill, Missouri. He took the 2nd spot. Boy, what a battle back there. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Stay, Bert Harshmeyer, Joran Boyce, the 17 car. Now coming in, here they come. Billy Tuckwell up and out of boy. They're packed in there tight for that bubble spot. Look out. Joran Boyce now takes the 4th spot, work to the inside. Racing off of 2 into turn number 3. Martin, Hamstra, Stay, and Boyce. Top 4 coming off of 4 now. They stretch it out a little. Boy, what a... Oh, Billy Tuckwell got into the wall hard. My, oh my. Trying to make it 3 wide there, and Tuckwell up into the wall. I'm sure he's got something broken on the front end after coming in harder like that. Lynn, I know, again, you being a race driver, you know a lot about the mechanics, and I'm sure that's...
So these crews are experts at this.
Well, here we go, back to racing green. Lynn, thank you. It certainly is wonderful to have it's really nice to have a gentleman up here knowledgeable about the mechanics of racing. I know, try to pass myself off as someone who knows the mechanics. It's really nice to work with an announcer who knows that end of it and all of it. Here they come, the Modifieds. Martin. Dan Hamstra and Stay. Rick Stay out of Cedar Hill, Missouri. And the black 17 car. That's Weston Griffin Jr. out of Chicago. He's given Joran Boyce fits for that bubble position. Boyce hanging on to that 4th spot now. Boyce making the feature the first 2 evenings of racing here. Weston Griffin's putting some pressure on him. Up towards the front now, the 99 car. Pressure and Hamstra a little, the feature winner from Thursday night. But right now, the 14 car. Scott Martin doing a giddy up, working a smooth groove off to the inside of 4. They race off of 4, 2 laps to go. And there goes Stay, trying to get to the inside. Boyce hangs on to that bubble spot. Weston Griffin, Leo Burkhartsmeyer, and Dale DuBois back here towards the middle of the pack, racing off of 3 into 4 they come. White flag lap this time by, and a freight train the top 3, nose to tail. Joran Boyce on the bubble, the 671 car. Hamstra tries to go to the inside on the last lap, racing off of 2 now. Stay right with him. Into turn 3 once again at the 14. Martin Hamstra goes high, stays, shoots to the inside. Hamstra comes back to the inside. The race for second. My, oh my. Well, Buzzard 14 back in victory circle. I'm going to let the scorers call that second and third place. Jordan Boyce again qualifying for the feature in the 671. We're going to see how the official scores call this second and third. I tell you, exciting racing. You'd think that's running for the feature. Driven by Gary Gross out of Daytona. And on the outside of him, another Florida driver, Ron Altman in the 2A. And here they come, the Modifieds. Dropping off to the inside of one. Hobbs leads him down the back chute. Ronnie Joe Perrine running that second spot. Rick Stout in the 410 up in the third spot. The fourth spot belongs to Ryan Young in the 71. Here comes Scott Drake to the inside, racing off the board. Here they come. Hobbs, Ronnie Joe Perrine. Perrine goes to the inside of Hobbs now. Side by side on the inside of one. Off of one and down the back chute. Hobbs drops out the middle of the track. Perrine working the inside. Rick Stout right on the back of Perrine's zero car, and here comes Scott Drake. Now he's up and fourth. Drake sets that car to the inside. They race off of four, side by side for third. Drake and Stout. Stout makes him back into one. Drake slips to the inside, has third for a minute. Side by side racing back there for second, third, and fourth. In the meantime, up towards the front, Hobbs a hands full of the Ronnie Joe Perrine zero car. Hobbs a little push now. Perrine tries to take advantage, shoots to the inside. Freight train off of four, top four. Clark now in a Dirtworks 4G car up in the hunt. Drake is up in third. Ace shooting down the back chute. Lee Hobbs, Ronnie Joe Perrine, Scott Drake, Rick Stout. Now the 4G car up there in the hunt. Also Gary Clark out of Walker, Missouri. Here they come down the front chute. Lee Hobbs hanging on by about a car length. Shoots off to the inside of one. Perrine drops down to the inside. They're nose to tail working off to the inside of two. Down the back chute. Same way. Back in the third spot. Scott Drake hanging on, fighting off the Stout 410 car. And still Clark up in the hunt, sitting there right to take the fourth spot away. Back in the middle of the pack, we got Young battling the 16 car Niggin guard. 7 out of Florida, Gary Gross. And the 88 out of Johnson City, Tennessee is Carl Dickinson. It's a freight train now, Lynn, running into three, same way as they drop off to the inside of four. Everybody settling in, racing off a smooth side, down the front chute. 2 laps to go. Joe Perrine leaning on Lee Hobbs. Lee Hobbs out of Mitchell, Indiana. Here for the first time, they told me back in the pits. Looks like he's trying to hang on to take his first victory ever at Volusia Speedway Park. It's white flag for Hobbs. Perrine running second. Scott Drake, Stout, and still Clark is in the hunt. Those top 5 cars now race off of 2 down the back to Perrine, right on his back bumper, Lynn. Perrine shoots to the inside. Hobbs, Perrine, checkered flag, waits. Perrine now side by side down the front chute. Lee Hobbs, Ronnie Joe Perrine, Scott Drake, and Rick Stout. Well, I tell you what, that took my breath away once again. I tell you, Lynn, I tell you, these guys are really running hard again this evening. Bill Abbott. Then we got the wheelman, John Wheeler out of Campbellsville, Kentucky, the 02 car. Rick Germer out of Red Oak, Iowa, the 93. Steve Eisenberg out of Marshfield, Wisconsin, the 94X. It's Don Shaw out of Canada in the 26, and Collins out of Missouri in the 11C. Terry had to check and see which 11 that was. It's the pink one. That's the way I did. Terry Collins out of Eisenberry, Missouri in the 11 guard. Down the back chute, Lynn.
Well, we already got some a race shaping up here in front. Look at this. These guys trying to make one lap.
Well, I just seen a buzzard fly by. Bill Davis. Uh-oh, look out.
He's a little wide at turn number 1, but he collects it and is right back at it. Caution out on the racetrack, however.
Green flag racing. Bill Davis off of 4. Glando out of Galveston, Texas. A late arrival, we're not sure. Bill Davis. Jack Hewitt up in that second spot. Robert Root running third. And there goes the Wheelman and that Bandit 0-2 working the inside of Root side by side and again racing back for third and fourth. Leaders off of 3 into 4. Davis, the handful of Jack Hewitt racing down the front chute. Hewitt drops the inside. Tries to challenge Bill Davis. Clean side-by-side racing. Davis tries to set that 71 car. See him tuck that nose in, Lynn? Oh, Jack Hewitt works that bi-car to the inside. He takes the lead off of Davis. Working into 3. Jack Hewitt. Davis now pushing a little high. And here comes a Wheelman out of Campbellsville, Kentucky, that Bandit. John Wheeler. Robert Root hanging on to the transfer spot. It's Mitchell back in 5th. Terry Collins out of Ellsbury, Missouri, the 11 car. The 94 again, I believe that's Eisenberg, and the 93 is Germer. And here they come, down to French, Jack Hewitt. Bill Davis, now with his hands full of the Wheelman. Well, Lynn, the Wheelman's at it again.
Yeah, John Wheeler is getting on the move. The 71 car's developed a little bit of a push going into the corner, and Davis is having to throw the car a little bit in order to keep it from pushing, and that's costing him.
Yeah, he's not going through. He's not driving through the turns. I know that much, like the other drivers. Looks like he's having to wrestle the car, but you can bet them guys are going to get on that car when he gets back to the pit area.
Yeah, John Wheeler is getting on the move. The 71 car's developed a little bit of a push going into the corner, and
that's James Mills out of Marshall, Illinois, Mills Motorsports, car number 45 down here. A lot of Illinois guys, like I said, Indiana folks. 15 different states now. If that gentleman is the gentleman we think is, it's 16 states.
Wreck in the Concy on Thursday night, but it's definitely together now.
Back to green flag racing off the back chute. The race starts at the cone, and here they come. Jack Hewitt out of Troy, Ohio, off of 4 in the bi-car. Hewitt, Davis with his hands full. That buzzer tonight, as Lynn referred to earlier, a little push on the 71 car, and I'm sure those guys will adjust that. Right now, John Wheeler in that Bandit 02 out of Campbellsville, Kentucky, trying to work to the inside. Look out, my, oh my, now. Well, Bill Davis, a veteran driver, could see the 2-car coming out on him. That's just a racing deal, and he did a good job hanging on. He's right there with him right now. Here they come, top 3 break away from the field. Right now, it looks like we're getting some action back there for the bubble spot. Here they come, off of 4, it's Jack Hewitt, the Wheelman, Davis, and Robert Root. Well, we got 4 more qualified. Robert Root out of Wisconsin taking the 4th spot. Bill Davis taking 3rd, hanging on, wrestling that buzzard into 3rd to 2nd spot. John Wheeler in the 02. And here comes your winner, race fans, everybody's favorite sprint cars, late models, modifieds out of Troy, Ohio, driving a Dave Bice car, Jack Hewitt.
The setup, and the guys that are sharp at that are few, really, that can really do it, and you got to do it quick, and Jack Hewitt is probably one of the best ever at that, at doing that.
Here we go, heat number 5 on the pole, Scott DeBull out of Portage, Indiana, to the outside. Last year's Speedweek champion out of Alton, Illinois. Tom Seats in the Warner Towing 44. Mike Toohey out of Minnesota to Toohey, the 11X car. 11X car is Denny Campbell, and I mean to tell you, he's a tough guy. He's got another Hobbs chassis car under him. Down the back chute, though, jumping up there, that's that 1A car. Been tough all week long. Out of Sauk Rapids, Minnesota, John Hinklemeyer. The 82, racing out of Springfield, Illinois. The 82 out of Springfield, Roger Brinkler in that 82. The other 77, that's Brian Settles. The other 77 car out of Richmond, Kentucky. Car number 42, that's racing, that's the Don Shaw out of Ham Lake, Minnesota. The B4 out of Mattawan, Michigan is Bill Hogelnagel. The 16, or these 1 car. That is Toby Brown out of Carthage, Missouri. Gary Sexton out of Ocala, Florida, another Florida driver in the 41. Well, Lynn, Tom Seats evidently didn't forget how to run towards the front with a winter layoff. Tom Seats rockets off a 1. He has a big lead in this heat race number 5 down a back chute up in a solid. Dave Wetgard to the office. Attention, Dave Wetgard, go to the office. Dave Wetgard. They want you in the office. Dave Wetgard. Oh, we got a car spinning. But he's coming off now and firing it back up. Tom Seats in the meantime. Doing a giddy up on the field down to front chute. In a solid second spot. That's a 1A. John Hippemeyer of Salt Rapids, Minnesota. Other Minnesota driver Mike Dewey out of Rochester in a solid second. Right now, looks like we got a battle shaping up for the bubble spot. Again, that is the other 11 car, and that's piloted by Denny Campbell out of Bloomington, Indiana. White flag lap in the battle right now for the bubble. A 42 car out there. That is Don Shaw out of Ham Lake, Minnesota, and a Cobra. Camp, uh-oh. Tom Seats picking up the win. Second spot will go to the 1A car, Henkelmeyer. Third will go to the 2A2 car, and a fourth spot will go to the 42. So we wrapped up, Lynn, the 20 qualifiers with the 42 car, making the field Don Shaw to Ham Lake. All right, picking it up now off to the inside of 3. We'll look him over in. Here come the Modifieds. Off to the inside of 1, Scooter May down to the inside. Martin follows him down the back chute. Lee Hobbs drifts to third, Jack Hewitt to the outside and fourth, and Tom Seats. Hewitt shoots to the high side, and here they come, down the front chute. Scott May back car length off to the inside of 1. He blasts off a new Hobbs right after him. Martin hanging on to third now. Tom Seats has the 44 car up in the 4th spot. Hewitt to the outside in 5th, 6th spot. The wheelman, John Wheeler, in. Here they come off of 4. Scott May down the front chute. Lee Hobbs, Martin. Tom Seats works to the inside, the 44 car. Hewitt tries to follow him, the wheelman. On the inside, they race off the backside of 2 now. Hewitt up to challenge the 14 for the 3rd spot. Scooter May drops to the inside, the 40 car racing off of 4. Here they come. Hobbs, a little bobble, look out, here they come. Seats to the inside. Tom Seats on the move, shoots to the inside, he's up in 3rd. Scooter May works to the inside, he rockets off the back chute now, 5 car lengths. May down the back chute. Lee Hobbs, a 0 car, tries to drill him in now. Seats right after Hobbs now in the 14 car. Martin, Jack Hewitt 5th, and the wheelman the 6th spot, and here they come, race band. Off the 4. Scott May motors the inside. He races off to the inside of 2, brings it off of 2, down the back chute now, May. By about 10 car lengths now into turn 3, it's May. Lee Hobbs, a 0 car, Tom Seats, a 44. Still a battle back there, the 4th and 5th spot between Martin and Hewitt. The wheelman up in the 6th spot, hangs on top 6, same way. Tommy Burnside up in 7th. Jeff Linger running 8th. And the 96 car in a nice spot, I believe that is Michael Orlando out of Galveston, Texas. Scott May on a cruise into 3. May working the inside. Hobbs right after him. Seats. And Jack Hewitt now up in a solid 4th. They race off of 4 down the front chute. Tom Seats hanging on that 3rd spot now. Pressures Hobbs a little. Meantime, Scott May takes advantage by about 3/4 of a straightaway. He's into 3. Hobbs, Seats, and Jack Hewitt are still 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here they come. Scott May off of 4. Lee Hobbs. Burnside and the Wheelman up in a hunt. They race off at 2 into 3 now. Scott May running a steady inside. Groovy drops off to the inside of 3. Into 4, it's May down the front shooting the Fast Boys Motorsports 40 car. And it's getting tighter up in front. The race now shaping up. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Jack Good drops to the outside. He takes a run on the 2nd to 3rd place car. Hobbs with a hands full of 44 car and a yellow. No, they're still racing off of 3 into 4. Scott May. Here comes Cease now. Works to the inside of Hobbs. They're side by side for 2nd and 3rd. Cease slides to the inside. Hewitt follows. Hobbs fights desperate to hang on to 4th. Hewitt takes the 3rd spot off to the inside of 2. They race down the back chute. Yellow flag. Yellow flag on the speedway. We have a car setting on the inside of 1 and 2. Car up against the fence down there in 2. And trucking. Then we got the Parts Plus Motorsports Jeff Linka 3 entry. And the Stay Motorsports 99 of Rick Stay out of Cedar Hill, Missouri. 9 laps scored, 16 to go. They race down the back chute past the cone. Well, we got a jam on the restart. We'll line them up and get back into racing green. Like the light is out. Tommy Burnside, Jeff Linka, 2 boys from Illinois, will get on the gas here with Thrill from Cedar Hill right after him. Here they come, and Scott Drake also up in a hunt. The green flag drops. It's race time. New leader down the back chute, I think, Jeff Linka. Rocketed out the lead, yes it is. Lincoln, a Parts Plus 3 car, races off to the inside of 3. Sty right after him, Burnside to the inside, and Scott Drake. Jeff Linka working the inside, races off to the inside of 2 now. Linka down the back chute. Sty giving him a chase to 99 car. Sty now up, or Stay up in the 2nd spot. Rich Stay out of Cedar Hill, Missouri. Bears down. Burnside trying to make the inside work, and Scott Drake. The 5th spot belongs to the 1A car. Out of John Hinklemeyer out of Salt Rapids, Minnesota, and Hamstra on the move in the 23 car. They race down the back chute now. Into turn 3, Jeff Linka. Linka, Burnside, Stay, and Scott Drake racing off of 4 now. 4 cars all bunched together there down the back chute. Burnside and Stay still race. Stay tries to pull the high side. Stay making the outside work of that 99 car. Linka fights back to the inside, desperately hanging on. Door handle, folks. Up at 3 into 4. Linka to the inside. Stay on the outside. Boy, Stay by about a foot at the wire that time by. Into 3. Burnside drops to the high side. Linka staying to the inside, trying to make it work, and Drake. They're still tied up together, top 4. Battle back in the middle of the pack between a white car, Hinklemeyer, and Ronnie Joe Perrine now takes that 5th spot from Hinklemeyer. Hamstra on to move the 23 car. Down the back chute into 3. The Cedar Hill Thrill down the front chute. Look at that, almost 3 wide. Burnside, he dices it out with Linka. Linka now drops to the inside. They try to make it 3 wide up to the inside of 2. Scott Drake rockets to the outside, right up in that 3rd spot. Scott Drake now in the Dirtworks 12 car. Sets to the inside. Burnside has the lead. Back to the inside now, down the front chute. Tommy Burnside. Rich Stay drops back to 2nd. Scott Drake now trying to make the 12 car work for him. Jeff Linka drifts back to the 4th spot, and Ronnie Joe Prain on him. Here goes Scott Drake. Drake drops to the inside. He's up in 2nd. Here they come. Jack Hewitt has worked his way back up in the 7th spot. Hewitt from the tail has come back to 7th. They race down the back chute now. It's Tommy Burnside with a handful of Scott Drake racing into 3. The laps kick off here in the modified feature event. Burnside off of 4, down the front chute with Drake breathing down his bumper. Burnside, Drake, Stay, Linka, and Brain. Hamstra trying to hold off the Hewitt 88 car. Tommy Burnside off to the inside of 3. Scott Drake trying to make it work to the inside for him. Burnside and Drake are 1 and 2. Stay holds a steady 3rd. Jeff Linka running the 4th spot. Ronnie Joe Prain the 5th spot. The 0 car. And Hamstra in a solid 6. Jack Hewitt trying to work to the high side. Now they race off to the inside of 3. It's Tommy Burnside. Burnside and Drake down the back chute. Burnside and Drake stretch it out now. Here they come. Burnside and Drake still nose to tail, and boy, we got a pack up back there. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Marine has the 5th spot. Stay trying to hang on to 3rd. Linka in the 4th spot, and here they come as the laps click down, race fans. Burnside and Drake. 22 laps down. Lim, 3 laps to go. Burnside and Drake still nose to tail. Racing off to the inside of 3 now. Burnside, that middle groove. It's worked for him so far. Drake right on his back bumper. Burnside, Drake, and Stay still 1, 2, and 3. Jeff Linka hanging on to the 4th spot. Ronnie Joe Prain, Hamstra still holding off the Hewitt 88 car. We're coming off of 3 into 4. This is the white flag lap this time by. White flag lap. Burnside, a half a lap away from a feature win here at Volusia Speedway Park. Here comes Scott Gray to the inside. Gray takes the lead off of 4. Scott Gray in the wire. My, oh my. Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness gracious. My, oh my, oh my. Jeff Linka in the 4th spot. Rick Stay out of Cedar Hill, Missouri, 3rd. The 2nd spot will go to Tommy Burnside, and man, oh man, what a pass at the wire. What do you think of that, Lynn? I'm going to go down and interview him.
Absolutely amazing finish. He'll head for the tech area and go across the scales before he comes out on the front chute. Yeah, the consolation events will get wild, that's for sure. On the flag stand, Mr. Dick Quanstrom out of Orange City, Florida. Give him a nice round of applause, everybody. He's our main head flagman, the mean man. There he is, Dick Quanstrom.
Does he ever smile, Lynn?
I've never seen him smile. I've only known him about 20 years.
Here we come, race fans, the modifieds. Down the front chute, the green flag drop. Race time. Boy, the 1T car off to the inside of turn 2, down the back chute. That's Tim Killen out in front, the 1T car. Here for the first time, Tommy Burnside. Jack Hewitt, 1, 2, and 3. Abbott slides up high, look out, coming off of 4. Here they go, the modified. Tim Killen hanging on that T1 car. Burnside works to the inside. Hewitt up in a hunt, almost making it 3 wide. Hewitt edge to the inside, down the back chute, Killian. Burnside trying to hold off Jack Hewitt in the 88. They set off to the inside of 3. Coming off of 4, Killian, Burnside, Hewitt side by side for the race for 2nd. Tommy Burnside shoots to the inside. Hewitt looks to the inside also. Burnside now alongside the Killian car. They race off the back chute. Tim Killian, Tommy Burnside, Jack Hewitt are 1, 2, and 3. Mincer, the 7 car on the bubble. Here they come. Burnside goes to the inside, takes a look at Killian. Killian powers back to the outside. Once again, suits to the inside. Burnside drops low. Killian pushes. Burnside as he heads to the inside, side by side. Killian pulls Burnside back into 3. Off of 3 now. Here they come. Once again, Burnside takes a look to the inside. Hewitt right on the back bumper, second and third. Burnside and Killian side by side, race fans. My, oh my, look at that. Jack Hewitt now set to the outside. Hewitt trying to make a run to the outside in that third spot. Burnside, a solid lead now. Killian off the pace. Something happened to the 1T car, and here comes Burnside with Jack Hewitt right on his back bumper. Joe Mincer out of Ashmore, hanging on to third, and boy, we got a whole pile of them back there battling for the bubble. Du Bois and the other 71 car out of Indiana in a battle. Look at him race down the back chute for that bubble spot. My, oh my, here they come. Tommy Burns, oh! Du Bois up in the fence on turn 3.
Caution is out on the racetrack, and it's for the 1T car to stop down here on the front straightaway. And that happened, of course, before the accident up there between turns 3 and 4. Couldn't do it at a better place, that's for sure. He's got a great racetrack to work with. The main thing that's helping him out and his opportunity to learn here is that he's got some of the greatest racers in the country right here to race with, and a big, wide racetrack to do it on.
5 laps scored in, 3 to go. Here they come, heat number 1. Tommy Burnside, Jack Hewitt. Hewitt takes a look to the inside, battles Burnside, side by side, Burnside by a hood. Off of 2 now, Burnside holds the lead into 3. Hewitt powers back to the inside. About a half a car behind. Here they come, side by side. Off of 4, Hewitt drops to the inside, takes the lead off of 4. Jack Hewitt. Tommy Burnside drifts back to that second position, and we got a barn burner up there for 4th and 5th and 3rd. Bill Davis now has that 71 car up in the 3rd spot. Mincer drops to 4th. Negengard up there in the hunt also drops again off of 3. Here they come. Top 5 lead cars off of 4 they come. It's Jack Hewitt. Burnside, Bill Davis now bearing down on the Burnside 3 car. They race off to the inside of 1. 1 lap to go. Checkered flag is next time by. Jack Hewitt now stretches it out in the by car 88. Here he comes, pick it up. The heat number 1, Jack Hewitt. The battle down to Friendship. Burnside, Davis, and Negengard picking up the transfer position. Sean Negengard to 16, he's in the feature. Bill Davis in the Buzzard 71 car takes the 3rd spot. Tommy Burnside, who lost the feature at turn 4 last night due to a brake caliber lockup. Down the back chute. Tracy Groves with the Conklin Center out of Daytona, one of the sponsors, and he donates money to that organization, a very worthwhile organization, helping the handicapped and the blind folks in the Daytona area. Conklin Center along with the X1R lubricants, and here they come. Out the early lead, the 61 car. Scott May dropped to the inside and down the back chute. Your leader, Scott May. Battling back to the high side, Toby Brown in a 61A car. They're side by side, back in that 2nd spot. Off of turn number 4 now, it's Scott May. Rick Stout. Tracy Groves out of Daytona. Groves has that 2nd spot. Stout balance on the high side. They race off of 2. Scott May, Tracy Groves, Rick Stout, and back in the bubble spot. Hanging on is the car number 61 at Toby Brown. Larson, the 92 car, here for the first night out, trying to take a transfer position. Melbinger in the 94 car up in the middle of the pack along with the 42, and they race off to the inside of turn 1. We got a fire in the 11 car, a fire up in the drivetrain of the Groves 11 car. Probably a oil line or maybe a caliper, something breaking and locked up right there at the end. Myself thought it was a push. Little did I know. Scott Drake took the win, a fine job, and we're back to racing green in the Modified. Heat race number 2, May. A smooth groove to the inside. Rick Stout pressured him. Toby Brown up in front. Also the 42 car up there, Don Shaw. Stout on the high side of the speedway trying to motor past the 40. A May and a race off a 2 in a freight train. Top 4 and on the move out of West Virginia. Look at that blue 20. Oh! 2 or 3 cars together there as the 20 car tried to slide to the inside, and boy, they scattered them out. But a fast pace up there, and they picked up about 6 race cars. Tough break back here in the middle of the pack. I don't believe it included any of the, at least the top 3. That was a race for position, and racetrack a little fast and furious here, and gentleman out of shape, and it spilled a whole bunch. And it does. I can't imagine myself what it would take to keep these cars running, the tires and fuel, and pit passes and what have you. But as you and I know, that's what we're all here for. We're addicted to this sport. Here we go. Off to the inside of 1, they call him the Scooter back in Central Illinois. Scott May leads him down the back chute in the blue 40 car. Toby Brown now in the 61. Up in that second spot, Rick Stout battles back to the outside. Stout strong all week long. Up in that third spot. And we got a battle for the bubble with another consistent participant and Joran Boyce. But boy, I thought I seen some smoke rolling off of the 671. We got a 7 car up against the wall. Turn 3, that's the local gentleman. Gary Gross up there.
Car number 7 up against the wall at turn number 3. And he just kind of coasted up there. I won't be surprised, I won't be surprised. I think we'll probably see some more coming in later in the week. You know, like we were just talking, 11 nights of racing, that's a heck of a lot of racing in a row for these guys, one night right after the other. So I think we'll see some guys that just want to come in, race less, do less racing,
Off to the inside again by about 2 car lengths over Toby Brown. Joran Boyce is up in 3rd. The Minot North Dakota 671. That's that gentleman we talked about several nights ago, racing 4 nights a week last year. Gonna race 5 this week. Here it comes, Scott May, Toby Brown, and Joran Boyce. Rick Stout on a bubble right now is comfortable for the time being as the laps tick down here. We are about halfway through modified heat number 2. Boyce is up in 2nd now. The 671 on the move. Joran Boyce out of Minot, North Dakota. Scott May in a solid lead as he drops off to the inside of 1. He'll run that smooth low groove on that 40 car. Dip it out a little to the middle of the track. Back to the inside off of 3 comes Scott Scooter May, Joran Boyce, and Toby Brown, and boy, look at that battle back there for 4th win. My, oh my. Off of 4-3 wide. Larson right now, a newcomer. Picks up the bubble spot. That's Chris Larson driving that red 82 car. We got Shaw challenging to the inside. Rick Stout off the pace. Car running a lot stronger early in the race. Now Scott Duvall up in the hunt. A white flag lap for Scott May. A white flag lap, Joran Boyce. Toby Brown in the 4th spot right now is Chris Larson, but boy, oh boy. Don Shaw takes the bubble spot into turn 1 in the battle on the speedway, and lap number 8 is for 4th spot. Here comes your winner, the Scooter, Scott May. Joran Boyce 2nd, Toby Brown 3rd, and here comes your bubble car, the 42 out of Ham Lake, Minnesota, Don Shaw. Shaw sneaks in there, powers in her, takes the bubble spot. Toby Brown to 61 and 3rd. Joran Boyce with an impressive run in this heat number 2. Taking the 2nd spot, and there is your winner, race fans, driving the Fast Boys Motorsports, the Beacon Welders, Auto Magic, Coca-Cola, Spoon River Speedway, M40, out of Creve Coeur, Illinois, the Scooter, Scott May. Bill Thomas out of Charleston, the 44, Tom Cease out of Alton, Illinois. The 11X car, I believe that is Denny Campbell out of Bloomington, Indiana. Robert Root out of Washburn, Wisconsin, the 37-05, Tony Anderson, and here we come, heat number 3. Well, 77 out in front right now is the 77 of Brian Settles. Brian Settles out of Richmond, Kentucky. Settles in a 77 to 40 car is Luttrell out of Stamping Ground, Kentucky. Sty is in at 99 out of Missouri. And boy, we've got 3 wide going off of 2 for the second, third, and fourth spot. Sty Powers out in second. Right now, Brian Settles out in front by 3 to 4 car lengths. Settles down the front chute. Sty out of Missouri, Rick Sty. Tom Cease now has rocketed up in the bubble spot. Cease in the 44 out of Alton, Illinois, chasing the 4 car. That is Clark, Gary Clark out of Walker, Missouri, driving the car number 4G. So we come off of 4, this time by Brian Settles in the 77 car. Rick Sty, Clark, and Tom Cease. Top 4 is kind of a freight train. Down the back chute now. Brian Settles been struggling with that race car. Looks like he's got her together now. That is a Lightning chassis. Brian Settles out of Richmond, Kentucky. Rick Sty out of Cedar Hill, Missouri. They call him the Thrill from Cedar Hill. Rick Sty up in second. Third spot still is the Dirtworks 4G car. That is Gary Clark. Seats hanging on to the bubble in the 44. Eddie Campbell out of Bloomington, Indiana, running fifth. Oh, Seats hit something down there in 1. He kind of bounced off and kept on going. Pat Morrissey to the office. Pat Morrissey to the office. White flag lap, white flag lap. White flag lap. Pat Morrissey to the office, please. Pat Morrissey to the office, please. Well, Tom Cease doesn't look like the car was hurt. He really popped something down there, Lynn. He's trying to hang on to the bubble. It's a checkered flag for Brian Settles. Oh, my goodness. Looks like Settles has a drivetrain or a flywheel problem on the 77 car. Unofficially, I believe we got Tom Cease on the bubble. Clark in the 4G will also transfer to the Bond, J. Bond Construction, and that's your lineup for the modified Heat 4 Lynn. But I tell you, they're really running fast and furious, as they have been all week.
They sure are, and they keep getting quicker all the time. These guys are really getting dialed into this racetrack, and as they get to know the racetrack better and what it's going to do as they work their way through the evening, they just keep getting better and faster. I believe we're ready to go racing. Here they come.
All right, Lynn, here we go. Picking it up off of 4. Lee Hobbs sets the pace. He slams her to the 4. It's race time. Hobbs off the bad boy. The Bowersock 77 way off the pace. He's running high. He was out for the first time. Maybe he needs some work with a 77 car. Lee Hobbs. Jeff Linka. Whoa, look out over it. My goodness.
About 6 cars involved over there to begin with.
See that at times. They're doing a wonderful job of driving this racetrack. It is extremely smooth and well worked in, but the 77 car off the pace back being worked on in the pit area. All right, here we go. Flagman looks him over. The green flag drops. Race time. The modified heat number 4. Once again, Hobbs leads in charge off to the inside of 1 and down the back chute. Lee Hobbs, Jeff Linka, and Rick German. Hobbs, Linka, German making a run now. Here comes the wheelman, and off of 4 they come 3 wide back in that second, third, and fourth place spot. My, oh my, look at him. Rick German out of Red Oak, Iowa, making a run in that 93 car at Lee Hobbs. Hobbs hanging on. The wheelman, John Wheeler, out of Campbellsville, Kentucky, in the 02 car, fights the inside. Linka running 4th right now. Here they come, off of 4. Lee Hobbs. John Wheeler lays that 2 car to the inside, takes a look to the inside of Hobbs. They race off of 2 now. Hobbs hanging on by about a half a car length. Rick Germer out of Iowa in that 93 car, still up there in a hunt. We got a battle back there for the bubble now between Ed Ashman as he takes the fourth spot from Linka to the inside of fourth. Ed Ashman now up on the bubble. The Wheelman takes a run to the high side. 17 feature wins at different speedways. For 97 for John Wheeler out of Campbellsville, Kentucky, and he has taken the lead, Lynn.
He got the momentum going.
Looks like he lays that zero car in kind of a groove and just drives around. Now look at him power off of turn number 2. John Wheeler out of Campbellsville, Kentucky, doing a giddy up now out in front. Lee Hobbs hanging on to second. Rick Germer running third. Ed Ashman with his hands full of Terry Collins. Collins now leans on the one car. Ed Ashman shoots to the inside, takes a look to the inside of Germer. Wheeler on a cruise, racing off to the inside of 3. Uh-oh, way up in the wall, my oh my. Well, we got a couple cars evidently completely disabled, I would assume, led up there in turn number 3. Ed Ashman and Terry Collins both.
Well, the one car came rolling up there after the other car had struck the wall, and I believe that was something that happened afterwards. Unless the two cars came together somewhere back down the back straightaway, I did not see that. But 6 laps down.
The Wheelman is going to bring him off at turn number 3. John Wheeler out of Campbellsville, Kentucky. And here he comes. Lee Hobbs tries to reel him in. Germer out of Red Oak, Iowa in that third spot. Fourth now, Jeff Linka. Linka takes a look to the inside of Germer. They race off the back jet. Linka on the bubble now. Germer in third. Second spot, still Hobbs. And here comes the Wheelman, John Wheeler. White flag lap. White flag lap that time by Wheeler. Smooth drive off to the inside of 2 as he races down the back chute. Hobbs trying to fight to hang on to second. Rick Germer trying to take a look at him. Linka in that bubble spot, and here they come down the front chute. It's Wheeler, Hobbs, Germer, and Linka. Jeff Linka in the 3L car in a 4 spot. Third goes to the 93, Rick Germer. Lee Hobbs is 0 in second, picking up the win out of Campbellsville, Kentucky. 17 feature wins at different speedways last year. Indiana, and on the outside, the feature winner opening night out of Minot, Bismarck, North Dakota. That is Leo Burkhartsmeyer. And we're about to go green, and here they come, the Modifieds. Boy, 2 and 3 wide down there in the middle. My, oh my. Roger Brinkler leads them into turn 3 with a nice run. Brinkler out in front, running second. Uh-oh, a 7 car up into the wall. My, oh
my. So far, no caution for the 7, but I believe it will come out because, well, he's moving. And he probably realizes that Dick Quanser's not caution has come out. He wasn't waving the flag, but he did turn the light on, yeah.
Well, the 7 car up into the outside wall. Well, here they come, bringing them off of Holnagel out of Ottawa, Wisconsin. Bill Holnagel. Look out, they try to make it 3 wide. Tuckwell looks to the inside, Holnagel and Brinkler. My, oh my, Lynn, they're 3 wide back through the field.
Almost 4 wide as they head into turn number 4. Look at this.
Really tight off of 3. Here they come. It's Roger Brinkler, Billy Tuckwell, Scott Drake, and that's Darren T. out of Burlington, Iowa in that 11 car. They race off the back chute now. Brinkler with a handful of Roger Drake and Billy Tuckwell right there with him. Drake shoots to the inside of Brinkler. Uh-oh. A little slick over there, Lynn. Drake, Billy Tuckwell looks to the inside of Brinkler. They're side by side for second and third. Tuckwell has second off to the inside at 2. Brinkler fights back to the high side, and on to move the 23 of Hamstra. Hamstra and T in a battle for the bubble. Hamstra powers off to the inside of 4 for that bubble spot. Drake, Billy Tuckwell, Brinkler, and look at Hamstra. Hamstra, look at that car run, 23 car now up alongside Brinkler. Scott Drake, Billy Tuckwell, Brinkler, Hamstra, watch him come off to the inside of 4. Dan Hamstra in a buzzer 23 car, the feature winner, second night out. He's been fairly consistent. He's on the move, but boy, he's got his work cut out for him because Drake and Tuckwell are doing a giddy up. Here they come now. Tough 3-4 cars off of 4 they come. Scott Drake, Billy Tuckwell. Look at Hamstra. Hamstra goes to the inside. Oh my goodness. Boy, you notice that car sticking? He has got that car set up, hasn't he? Here they come, off of 3 now. Scott Drake, Tuckwell, Hamstra comes down a front chute to challenge Tuckwell. 5 laps down, or 4 laps, 6 laps down, 2 to go. 6 laps scored, 2 laps remain. Oh, we got a spin over in turn number. They're all moving. Yeah, they're all moving. Well, now they're all stopped. Couldn't see the corner there. Looks like the light is out. We'll be going green again. They're doing single file restarts with a cone, not a coin. Cone on the back straightaway, and here they come with 2 laps remaining. Drake, Tuckwell, Hamstra, Roger Brinkler. Right now, top 4. Ronnie Joe Perrine trying to take the bubble away from Roger Brinkler, and does. Brinkler fights back. That's a battle for the bubble. Scott Drake off of turn number 4, and here they come, white flag lap. Drake, Tuckwell, Hamstra, Ronnie Joe Perrine out of Lima, Ohio. That has been a tough car. He's up in 4th now. Burkhartsmeyer in that 5th spot. Hamstra takes a look to the inside of Tuckwell. Here they come. Off of 3, Hamstra and Tuckwell. Oh, look at that Tuckwell. What a job. My, oh my. Officially, Ronnie Joe Perrine come out of that in 4th, and officially 3rd, Leo Burkhartsmeyer. And what a job, Billy Tuckwell. I'm not, he's from my own, but that was quite a job of driving.
24 modifieds. Off to do battle here for 25 laps. Hewitt and May, Settles and Campbell, Drake, Burnside, Joyce, Stye. The 0 is Lee Hobbs. It's not Perrine. Lee Hobbs in a 0 car, alongside of Brown in a 71. Bill Davis out of Indiana, the 71 car. The 93 from Ohio, once again, Germer. The 4 cars, Clark out of Missouri, the blue car number 4, alongside of the Germer 93, Leo Burkhartsmeyer, the 8, alongside of Martin, the 16 car. Deliberately off for 3 now. They'll pick it up a little bit. They'll pick it up a lot. It's race time. Here they come, the modified. Hewitt sets it. He's off the high side, down the back chute. Jack Hewitt. Scooter May, the 77 of Settles. Scott Drake and Tommy Burnside tied up there in front. Into 3 now. They all set it, slide through 3. Off of 4 they come. Hewitt, Scott May, Settles out of Kentucky. Scott Drake, Tommy Burnside, the 3 car, Jordan Boyce. Lee Hobbs, a 0 car. They race down the back chute. Jack Hewitt. May right on his back bumper. Settles in 3rd. Drake in 4th. Burnside. Jordan Boyce, Lee Hobbs, and here they go. Good. May, Scott Drake, 1, 2, and 3. Burnside right on Drake's bumper. Jordan Boyce up in the 5th spot. 3 cars wide, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Here they come, off of 3 into 4. Jack Hewitt, Scooter May down the front chute. Jack Hewitt with about a 2-car length lead over Scooter May now, racing into 3. Hewitt May up in front. Scott Drake now distanced himself to the Burnside 3-car. Burnside, his hands full of Joran Boyce. Down the front chute they come. Leo Burkhartsmeyer, Lee Hobbs, Billy Chuckwell, the 40 car. Bill Davis, the 71. Into 3, once again, lead car Jack Hewitt. Scooter May and Scott Drake, 1, 2, and 3. They stretch it out the field. Burnside and Jordan Boyce, 1 and 3. Burnside trying to hold off the Joyce car. The race right now back in 4th, 5th, and 6th. Jack Hewitt, same pace, off of 3 into 4. Hewitt, May, Drake, 1, 2, and 3. Burnside, freight train cars settle in now, single file. Down the front chute, racing back in the middle of the pack. Top cars now stretch it out from the field about a half a straightaway through the middle of the pack as Jack Hewitt motors down the front chute with May in a solid second. Scott Drake in third. Burnside hanging on to the 4th spot but being pressured by Joran Boyce. Burkhartsmeyer in the 8 car, back in that 6th spot. Lee Hobbs back in the 7th spot. Billy Tuckwell running 8th, and here they come. Jack Hewitt stretches that lead out now in the car number 88. Good, Scott May, 1 and 2. Drake up there, top 3 cars. Stretch it out from the back, Burnside. Being pressured by Joran Boyce. Boyce rockets to the high side to race right now for 4th. 4th spot, Boyce taking a high groove. Works the high side on Burnside. Here comes Leo Burkhartsmeyer. Close racing action right now, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Burnside trying to hold off the 671 car. Jeff Linka into the pit area, 3 car. Jack Hewitt about a half a straightaway over the May 40 car. Scott Drake, all top 3 front cars running out away from the pack. Still the racing action, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Joran Boyce once again takes a run on Burnside. Oh, we got a car up against the wall in turn 3. It looks like the Martin 16 car bringing out the yellow flag. Pulled over in the pit area, had lost the brake caliper, the wheel locked up, and he had to go to the outside.
Yeah, just shut him down.
We're back to racing green here. We have 10 laps down, 10 down. Whoa, look out, over and 4. My, oh my. Over here. We're about to go back to green with Jack Hewitt. Accelerating off the cone on the back chute. Hewitt, Scooter May. Look out over here. Tommy Burnside. A little pressure on the Drake 12 car. Oh my goodness, Lynn, we've got them scattered all over 4 again.
The blue car, the number 82, spun in front of the other 2 cars over there, collected to 17, and then the yellow car just ran right into him.
It was shaping out for these modifieds, and we talked about how important it probably is for the driver. By the green flag again, and here comes Jack Hewitt off of 4. He's not backing off any. Well, they drop off of 2. Hewitt with Scooter May right on his back bumper. And Scott Drake. Whoa! Look out, and my, oh my. Well, that's a real good example, Lynn, being a driver where those guys went in there just a little too hot. I'm certainly not critical, and I don't think it had anything to do with the guys that's parked up there now, but several guys went in there a little bit hot remaining. And they accelerate off the back chute outside that orange cone, single file route start. Here they come, the modifieds. 15 laps to go.
Hewitt again rockets off the back chute. Scooter May right on his back bumper. May a little high that time. Give Drake some room. Scott drifted up on the high side there. Gathered it back in. He's back in that second spot. Scott Drake trying to take advantage. Tommy Burnside running a strong fourth. Chuckwell running fifth. They're down the back chute. Hewitt, May, Drake, Burnside, and Tuckwell. Here they come. Jack Hewitt and May stretch it out now from the third place car. Drake, look at Tuckwell, rocket to the inside of Burnside. Going into three, a little hot. Watch him come off of four. The race right now for fourth. Billy Tuckwell. Up in fourth, and that 40 car, Chuckwell stretches it out now, trying to reel in the 12 car. Meantime, top two campaigners nose to tail off of four. Jack Hewitt off the back chute. May now appears to be pulling him in a little bit. We'll see what happens here coming off of four. Jack Hewitt and Scott May. Drake Tuckwell, Bill Davis. Now up to take the fifth spot from Burnside. Hewitt and May on a mission. They're way out from the second to third and fourth place car. Jack Hewitt and Scott May. Chuckwell up to challenge for third. Bill Davis hanging on to that fifth spot, the 71. Chuckwell and Drake in the battle now. Chuckwell sticks to the inside, takes a look to the inside of Drake. They come off of three. The race right now for third and fourth. Bill Davis back in fifth. Burnside now in a battle with Clark in a four car. Quite a battle back there in the middle of the pack between Burnside, Clark, Waddell, and the Wheelman. Here they come. Hewitt. Hewitt has a tire going down. Jack Hewitt lost a rear tire on the 88 car. Coming for the by-car 88. Yellow flag out. Well, I could see him bobble. I'm getting better at picking up mechanical things, I think, Lynn, a little bit. Actually, basically just a race fan, and I seen a little bobble, and I thought, that's not like him, and seen the tire going down, and about that time she exploded.
With a car as quick as his is.
So far this season. Well, we got the light out, Lynn. We're about to go green. We have 8 laps remaining, and they accelerate down the back chute. Jack Hewitt not making her back out. Maybe that shredded tire caused some damage, which they do sometimes. Scott May, a little high. There goes Tuckwell. Tuckwell! Come to the inside. My, oh my, Billy the Kid Tuckwell. I'll tell you one thing, if he takes the other 40 car out, there's going to be a discussion in the pits. Here he comes, Billy Tuckwell. My, oh my. Chuckwell and May side by side. Chuckwell takes the lead from his chassis builder. Billy the Kid Chuckwell, Scooter May, 1 and 2. Scott Drake, and here comes Bill Davis. Billy the Kid Chuckwell out of Metamora. Several track championships at Peoria Speedway, Bureau County Speedway. One of the regulars at Spoon River. Chuckwell on a mission in that 40 car. Scott May trying to reel him back in. Bill Davis up in third now in the Buzzard 71. Tommy Burnside now up in fourth. Scott Drake drifts back to fifth. Lee Hobbs. Joran, boys, here they come.
Tuckwell off of 4. Skinner May, Bill Davis, and a battle now between Drake and Burnside. Billy Tuckwell, I tell you, Lynn, that car is really, he was pulling the front wheel off the ground on the inside a while ago, and I thought, my God, that car is really hooked up. Billy Tuckwell and Skinner May 1 and 2. Bill Davis in the 71 car. Burnside now back up in that 4th spot in the Burton 3 car. Scott Drake in 5th. Drake now up to challenge Burnside. Dorn Boys, quite a racing pack. White flag lap. White flag lap. This time by quite a racing pack of modifieds back in the middle. Battling out, bashing it out for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Dorn Boys takes a shot at the 4th spot and takes it down the back chute. Scott Drake now dices to the inside. Here comes your winner, Billy the Kid Tuckwell. Scott May 2nd, Bill Davis 3rd, Jorn Boyce, and Scott Drake. My, oh my. Well, Lynn, this ought to be an interesting interview down in the victory circle. I'll ask if he's afraid he's going to get fired.
No kidding. Well, Scooter was not giving it up easily, that's for sure, and Tuckwell got in there to get the win. Boy, these two guys are happy.